Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans. Had a little challenge. The heat didn't want to work. So, I had to pray on it, and it seems to be working. I tell you, when it gets cold like this, that's when the heat start getting all crazy. Um, Good evening. Let me see where everybody is from. I got a late start, so hopefully we will get started. Um, Got some people coming in. I see you. Okay, come on in. We'll see where everybody is from. Uh, let's see. Okay, everybody coming in. Let me see where you from. Let me see where you from. Comments, comments. Let's see. Okay, we coming in now. Okay, let's see where everybody is coming from. Okay. Remember, when you come in, make sure you tell me where you coming from so that I can give you a shout out. Let's see. Okay, we got Linda K. Lee from Atlanta. They got a lot going on down there in Atlanta with that election. We praying that, right prevails. Anita Neal, hello, I admire you and your accomplishments. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to for you to feel that way. And Anita is from Flint. Got a lot going on there too. We hoping everything is doing good with the water. My understanding is that they put the pipes in ahead of time, so we're gonna get some good water in that area. Let's see what else we got coming in tonight. Okay, we got Lori from Fort Lauderdale. A lot going on down there too with them storms. I tell you, the enemy is just so busy, but we have to be very positive and do what we can do. Anita Neal says, hopefully, they get that everything done. Okay, let's see who else we got coming in. Um, Tonight, I wanted to talk a little bit about holiday. We got the holiday approaching us. And the one thing I want y'all to realize is that we it's a lot going on with this recession. Put my little battery up. I don't know. That's okay. Anyway, we got a lot going on with this recession. One of the things I want you all to know is that during this holiday season, you cannot continue to do the things that you once did. Cooking all of that food, hoping that people gonna validate you because you doing that. Because let me tell you something, at the end of the day, people don't care. People want to use you. And the first thing that they want to do, well, what you cooking, girl? Can I come by? No, I am not cooking nothing. I have been delivered from that. And I do not plan on cooking anything. So if that's what you're trying to, see who cooking something, I'm not even into that because it's a point in our lives where we got to stop allowing people to use us for what they want. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to grow up and you got to be able to say, listen, if all I'm good for is a meal or for you to cook me something, and that's the only time I see you, then here you go. Everybody want to take out a plate. Well, why we got to do all of that? No, we're not doing all of that. You can, if you're gonna come and you're gonna eat, that's fine. But all of that, taking that food out, we're not gonna be doing that. Okay? You're gonna have to start to set boundaries for yourself and for your family as far as what you want to do. And that goes for these men. You got to learn to set boundaries. One of the things that I see with women as they get older, they stop setting boundaries. They feel like, well, I'm getting older, so I gotta let people just use me and treat me any kind of way. Let me tell you something. You the damn prize. Listen, you the prize. And you got to realize that you bring a lot to the table. Maybe gained a couple pounds, here or there. But guess what? At the end of the day, you are the prize. And you got to stop letting men take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got to do this because, I done got a little overweight. And so therefore, I can't do the things that I used to do. The hell with that. The devil is a liar. Yeah, you got a couple pounds on. But guess what? That doesn't mean that you just allow somebody to treat you just any kind of way, you know. But the problem is that women get lonely. And when they get lonely, they get desperate. And when you start getting desperate for anything, whether it's a man, a job, whatever it is, you start to accept things that you don't deserve and tolerate things that you don't deserve. You better than that. You are a queen. You have survive things that would have killed people. And so now you can't just keep saying, well, I got to let him do that or whatever. Like I said, you got men who come in on your DMs. This how low down these men are. They'd rather wait till you going out, oh, you look lovely tonight, and then hit you up when they think you feeling kind of good to try to get a date when all they want to do is come over and lay up. You cannot do that anymore. You got to say, listen, I have to set boundaries. Right now, let me tell you something. When people say, well, you know what, I messaged you and you didn't respond back. No, you damn straight I didn't respond back. Because let me tell you something. I ain't got time for nobody. It's wintertime. People trying to say, well, oh, hey, Beige Fox, how you doing? Seem like you living pretty good. Let me come lay over there with you. Man asked me today, yeah, I'm 66. I want to get into some business, some fun. You married? I say yes to Jesus. Okay. I ain't got time to sacrifice all my life to get my little twos and fews. And then all of a sudden I'm gonna let a man come over here and dictate how he gonna run my house and what we gonna do in here. Oh, we not doing that. So wherever you are, that's where you need to be. Cause I ain't got time for that. I don't have time to be putting a man together and trying to help him out. I understand that people hit a rock, a hard time in life, but guess what? You pulled yourself up. Lori pulled herself up. Anita pulled herself up. Guess what? You got to pull your own stuff up. You got to do that. Linda pull herself up. You got to do your own. Beige Fox pull yourself up. You got to do it for yourself. You can't always try to think that you're going to use somebody. And then this is what key on me about these men. You ready? Half the time they don't have nothing going on for themselves except maybe some good sex. And then what they're going to try to do, get over to your place and run your life, try to comment about your business, what you doing with your children, what you doing with your money. Let me tell you something, the devil is a liar. You cannot dictate to me what I'm doing with my money, and you ain't got none. And the only thing you doing is coming over here trying to lay up and give somebody some sex. Ain't nobody got time for that. Absolutely not. Patricia from Greenville, South Carolina. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ladies, I know it's the holiday. And I know you want to feel, loved and you want to be in a relationship. But the situation is, what is the foundation? As I've been talk about can you be committed? But if you don't try to put me on rotation and you just trying to come in here so that it's cold outside and now you want somewhere to stay, you can keep that moving. You've got to learn to encourage yourself. Let me say this to you about the holidays. The holidays, we see the greatest number of suicides. People are feeling extremely depressed because they don't have anybody and they're feeling bad and down. This is the time where predators start to lurk. They see you a good woman, you got a good job, or you got a good business, and then all of a sudden, hey, Almighty Drew, Good evening, beautiful. Thank you. Here they come. Ain't nobody got time for that. You've got to start setting up boundaries. That includes with your family and friends. Blessings upon you. I accept that. You have to set boundaries. And that go for my men too. All of a sudden, oh baby, it's Black Friday. Can you give me a couple dollars? I wanted to go shopping. Let me tell you something. You knew that there was a likelihood in January that Black Friday was going to be here in November. If you didn't say your little twos and fews, hey Lance, what's up? Okay, I see you here tonight. I'm sorry. But here's I'm gonna tell you, these women is just as bad as men. They go lurking on people's page. Trina Freeman, thank you, Miss Vonda. Maceo Green, sister, you so right. Everything you said was on point. I'm from California. Exactly. You got women out here. Oh, I'm gonna hit him up and I'm gonna be trying to like him because it's the holiday. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then it's the same thing. Holiday time is a time when we should be rejoicing. Really, we should. But a lot of times, there are people, maybe your mom is passed, or your dad, or your pet, or something, and it's just like you feel like I got everything, but for some reason I'm not feeling good about where I am mentally, and you might get a little sad and a little depressed. Here comes somebody, like I said, women in your DMs. You looking sexy, you looking good, trying to hit a lick. Listen, let me tell you something. If you ain't been looking sexy and good all year, don't be trying to tell me I'm looking sexy and good around the holiday so that you can try to come in and sponge off of me. I do not have time for that, and I'm not going to tolerate it. I see a significant increase in my DMs around the holiday time. Ain't nobody going for that. Then wait a minute. You dated a man all year, then he gonna try to start an argument around the holiday. Why? So he don't have to live up to his responsibility as a man. Don't nobody got time for that. You know, we are grown. We are seasoned. We don't have to accept anything just because a person putting it down. We got to be able to say, listen, if you ain't trying to be righteous by me, you need to keep it moving. Ain't nobody got time for all of these game playing that these men do. People out here looking for free plates, gifts, and a fireplace to cuddle up under. Exactly, Lance. People are users. And what they do is they look and they see if you in a relationship, they see what you got going on. They see maybe you're a good cook, maybe you got a nice home, nice car. Next thing you know, here they come trying to hit a lick. You got to stop letting people just use you. And it's like, hey, Dana from Romania here at 5 a.m. on my side, but I wake up for you. I love you so much. Thank you, Dana Dane. But you understand what I'm saying? We got to stop that. Oh, you being mean. Why you see that's what happened when women get older. They be getting so mad and they be getting mean. No, women don't woke up and men have woke up. Ain't nobody got time to continue to sow into you and you are not sowing into me. Nobody has time for that. Yes, I'm a little older. I can't help that. Thank God I did get a little bit older. But as you get older, you have to get wiser. And being wise means let me look at the situation. If this is a person who brings nothing to the table but a sob story, don't nobody got time for that. I don't want to hear no sob story. Hell, I got sob story. Patricia said, we are wiser now. And let me tell you something. You can love somebody. I mean, love them. But at this point in our life, if it's not good for you mentally, physically, financially, you got to let them go. Question, Vonda, would you date a younger man in his 30s, not a boy, a young man? Well, let me say this to you. At this point in my life, and I think in a lot of my ladies' lives, we are looking for companionship. We are looking for someone who is going to be able to carry their own weight and is going to bring something to companionship. So beautiful said, ladies, we have to stop letting loneliness allow people to run a game on us. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The fact of it is that many people, Pat Taylor, greetings, Auntie. Hey, baby. Many people look at women as an opportunity, a come up. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going to come into her life and enrich your life. How? By giving me sex. And what do I tell you? Your biggest sex organ is your mind. If all you think that you're going to do is stimulate me physically, which ain't going to be that much longer, I mean, that long or whatever, you got to be able to have something extra. Sex to me is the appetizer. The issue is what you bringing to eat. What's your meal? If you are not grounded in a religion, if you are not grounded in monogamy, I don't have no time for you. I don't care how sexy you are, how funny you are. I have no time. If it is not going to enrich me and take me to another level, I'm not interested. I'm not even interested in a man that got a lot of money, because I know a man got a lot of money is on bullshit. Just straight up. They on bullshit. Why? Because most older men want a younger woman to be able to run around with, but they want an older woman to be able to hold them down. Well, I'm not interested in that. You know, I'm not interested in being on rotation. So, what are your days? What days you want? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? Oh, no, baby. Oh, no, baby. I'm sorry. But then Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, you ghost? Oh, as Lance says, a lot of money brings on rotation. Absolutely. Because why? What have I told you? If it's one man, he got 6 women. If you got a couple dollars, you got 26 women. That means that everybody is trying to get on rotation. That's just like, look at P. Diddy, okay? Now, come on, let's just go there. You know, I see a lot of the social media comments, and a lot of the young women say, oh, I wish I was young Miami. Oh, I wish that was me. Hell, he got 100 women trying to get at him. I can't imagine how many people he get on his DMs trying to holler at him. Ooh, can I just get a slice? That means that if you in a committed relationship, you have to be able to compete with them other women. I'm not for that. We have survived too much. How do we look as seasoned women trying to worry about what a man is doing with another woman? Anita said, what is your opinion on Nick Cannon? Very simple. Transparency is everything. When he comes to a woman, they know he got kids. They know he has multiple children. And his question is, can you handle that? And if we are going to be in a relationship and I'm going to be, uh, committed to you in that I will be able to provide for you financially, do you believe that you can handle the fact that I have other women? Nick Cannon is not playing games. He's being transparent. My problem is this. If a man were to tell me, listen, I am attracted to you, but I want to date other women, fine. That's not something I'm interested in. I'm too old at this point in my life to be on rotation with me, a young Miami, and another woman. I'm not interested in that. That it has that it does nothing for me. You have to be at the point where you realize you are the prize, irrespective of how much money you have, how much clout, how much status. You are the prize. Why are you the prize? Because you have survived stuff that would have killed people. You're mature. You have wisdom. You gonna go throw your wisdom after some fool and then be up all night worrying about what he doing, when he coming in, if he gonna come in and all. Forget that. Maceo Green said, P. Diddy don't want no woman. That's a front. Oh, well, I ain't getting into that now. But my point being to you, be upfront about what it is that you want. Tell me. And what I have a problem is, all right, Coco B, Northwest Detroit checking in. What I have a problem is that we do not consider ourselves the prize. Why? Because we gotten older. Because we think that our silver hair is a mark of being old. It is, and wise, and wise. How you look having some man coming in your house at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning? Hey, girl, what you doing? Nothing. Angela Coast. I'm not doing any angry faces. You calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning? Baby, let me tell you something. Wherever you been, you stay there. I'm not even interested in that remotely. And so what you have to do is when you start to erect boundaries, oh, but if I tell them that they ain't gonna like me. And if you have to be alone, what is the problem? You don't like you? You got to have somebody around where it's getting cold. I want to cuddle. Forget all of that, Pat Taylor. We think we can't have what we want, so we don't ask questions. Exactly. And guess what? Who do you have to blame when you don't? If you were getting someone to do some work on your house, the first thing you want to know, are you licensed and bonded? How many other houses have you done? Will you be able to complete my project within a certain length of time? You're not going to come and start my project and leave out. I'll give you some money now and I'll give you some money later. We ask more questions in uh, contractual situations than we do in the relationships of our heart. We too old to get a broken heart. We too old to say, well, if hopefully they gonna do good and I ain't gonna say nothing. Who does that? If you have a person, you wanted to get something done in your home, and you just say, I'm just so happy you're gonna do it. I'm gonna give you all the money up at front. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna spin you. They're gonna treat you any kind of way. Why? Because you have not erected boundaries. You have not properly vetted them. See, I'm gonna ask so many damn questions that you're gonna want to do mine, and you're not getting all that money up front. You ain't getting half up front. We'll go buy the material. My point being to you, we have to do that in our relationships. But what it is Pat Taylor said that she said it, she hit it. We think that we can't have what we want, so we don't ask questions. Linda Lee said, you are absolutely right. We are too old to get a broken heart, especially when we know the signs of one about to come. Anita Neal says, LOL. We see it. Anytime a man, you gonna get all that slick talking, baby, you looking good with you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. That person 9 times out of 10 wants to roam. And when you ask, would you consider being in a committed relationship? Well, if I find the right person, well, you've never found that right person and you're 60 years old, warning sign right there. That's not the person for you. And the thing about it is, if you ask these men, they'll tell you, I don't want to be in a committed relationship. I just want to date you when I date you, and that's it. But what they want, and I'll be honest with you, they want somebody to take care of them. One thing an older man know about an older woman, she gonna take care of her body. She gonna clean her house. She gonna cook some food. She is going to be the person that you have your go-to. That person is going to always have things tight and have it right. That's just how older women roll. We don't do nothing any different. We have a clean house because we want it to be clean. And so therefore a man want to come in and just lay up, eat your food, watch the game, and then be missing in action. Uh and you who want that? I don't. What's the alternative? I got to be by myself. Pat Taylor said, don't allow them to play in the sandbox with you ladies. And that's all they doing, they playing. And here's the situation. They believe they're the prize because we've gotten older and we may not be getting as many suitors that we once did. And as a result of that, they feel, oh, I can just treat you any kind of way. I can tell you anything. I can be missing. Oh, I was working. Let me call you back. I'm in a meeting. Wait a minute, you in a meeting and you ain't got no and you ain't even got no business. What in the hell meeting you in? Lying, coming up, miss. Oh, my phone was off. Or why you trying to ride me? Well, why you trying to, you know, make me believe that we in an exclusive relationship, but your phone get cut off. Okay. I can't find you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going out with my brother-in-law and we gonna do something. Y'all too damn old to be going out. What is that? Lying, out here running some young skirt, thinking that you're going to be dumb. Now, here's the situation. They will pay for a young skirt. Oh my God. They're going to buy them everything. They're going to take them to get sushi. They're going to take them fine dining. They're going to buy them a purse. They're going to buy them some shoes. They're going to pay some rent. But with you, they ain't going to do that. But you got a good job. Well, why should I have to? Your house decorated pretty. You know what I'm saying? I like that. But why should I accept less because I'm older? See, an older man ain't paying no mortgages. Coco B said, if I can't be his only choice, I won't be his option. Bottom line, we are at a point in our life. Now, many of us don't have small children. We are independent. You know, we've been through a relationship, we've been married, we're widowed. We are now at a point where we know what we want. You know, them other situations, you know, didn't ask the right questions, so your criteria wasn't what it should be when you was younger. And then you got a hold of some mess and you got to deal with that mess. Not now. Oh no. You got to be ready. You got to come in with the mindset that you are willing to do what is necessary. You're not going to just come and clean my car off and cut my grass while you going out here with Keisha and buying her and her friends all this food, buying Louis Vuittons, Balenciagos, and all of that. And then all you going to do some little stuff like fix my lock on my door. Well, you don't need nothing. The hell with whether I need it or not. You are not in a situation where you are going to dictate to me what you're going to do. See what they want to do with an older woman, we're going to give you some tools and fuels. But when we want to lay up, when we want to eat, when we want to come over to the crib, we're going to do that. But we're going to take the money and we're going to be spending it with the young girls because they ain't got nothing. We're going to buy them some weed. We're going to buy them some good liquor. We're going to ride them around. We're going to fill up their tank. We're going to pay their car note, but they're not going to do nothing for you. What? Well, you don't need it. It does not the point of whether I need it or not. Yes, I can pay my car note. Yes, I can pay my mortgage. But damn, shouldn't you want to be able to lift something off of me? If you my man, shouldn't you be in a position where you need to say, well, baby, you know what? If I'm spending this quality time with you, I feel that it's incumbent upon me to at least say, what bills would you like for me to take care of? You know, I think that that's fair. You want me to take care of the mortgage, or you want me to take care of all the utility? What is it you want me to take care of? Now, if y'all ain't having them kind of conversations, you need to keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, everybody needs some help. You know, right now, I went to the grocery store. I got 3 bags of groceries, $66 and 2 meats. Okay? Ain't nobody got time to be making fabulous dinners and having. I can't even imagine what Thanksgiving dinner is going to be. Thanksgiving dinner will probably be $200. And I'm talking about some bare minimum what we used to do. Turkey, dressing, greens, etc., etc. Gonna be $200. I ain't even talking about no champagne or liquor. I'm just talking about food. Well, if I'm looking at paying that kind of money for a meal, for a banquet, why shouldn't you be willing to buy that and to do a little bit more? So beautiful. I think sometimes we feel like if we ask him to help out, he's going to say, well, you need what you need money for. I thought you had everything on your own. Trina O'Hara, yes, Bonda, say it. So true, baby. Let me explain this to you. And I'm going to keep it 100. Ain't no man going to come in here and not pay no bills. Bottom line, a closed mouth don't get fed, and empty hands don't count bread. Bottom line, you gonna do something if you gonna be over here. Why? I don't give a damn how much money I make. Okay, I may make 3 times what you make, but as a man, you should not want to be in somewhere and not take care of some bills. You should not want to do that. Now you're kind enough to allow them to come over to your home for you to prepare something for dinner, and all you gonna do is just you leave with a full belly and lay up. So that's what I get. I get the layup, and you leave out with a full belly with about $50 or $60 worth of food in your stomach, and that's all I get is some sex. When a young girl don't even want to have sex with you, and she getting her car note paid, she getting gas in her car, she going fine dining, and she don't even want to be bothered with you. But you gonna come over here with me, and all you gonna do is leave with a full belly. Honey, the devil is a liar. You Thad Miles says you are hilarious, but you kicking facts. That's true. Cause see, that young girl don't need one deal with him. Girl, call me and tell me that my grandmama's sick. Cause I want to go out with my young guy. Don't know what young woman want to be with no old man. Come on now. If a man probably 85 years old was like, Von, do you want to come by? No, I don't want a man who I have to be his nurse. I'm not interested in that. So if a man like 85 or 90, well, ain't that the same thing? If he's 60 and you run after something 35, you think that they really want you for you? A lack of initiative says a lot. I'm not begging anyone to treat me right. Absolutely. Here's the situation. But a closed mouth don't get fed. So here's this conversation we got to have, ladies. If we're going to have the relationship here, you like that, I take care of my home, it's very clean, I cook, then what are you willing to be responsible for? When you go fine dining and you go out there, that's $200 a meal. Fair? So you're going to come here and do nothing. I don't give a damn. I could make 5 times what you make. But as a man, you're going to do something or you're not coming here. Then we just meet at Roof Chris. You want to see me? We just meet at Roof Chris. And let me tell you something, that'd be 2 or 3 days. Because what he's doing is looking at you for stability, looking at you to have cooked comfort food, looking at you to you take care of yourself. You normally at home, you wearing cashmere, you looking good all the time. So you gonna rip and run with them young girls who don't not want to be bothered with you and gonna be having their girls to call and make an excuse after they run them pockets so they can get rid of you. And you gonna come over here and on Thanksgiving and eat my food and get full on my food and then try to go sleep. Oh, no, no, no. Coco B said she gonna get the old dude's money, then call her young dude over to help her spend his sugar daddy money and lay up. Bottom line. Bottom line. That's what she gonna do. Absolutely, that's what she gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I gotta I gotta go do something with my mama. But you got that money? And an older man know he gotta pay a younger woman. Okay? He know that. But a older woman, so what I do, I get buy one, get one free. What? Lance said they want to acknowledge around the holidays so they can get what they need and then dip out. Exactly. What? Baby, you ain't let me tell you something. Buy one, get one free is at Kroger's. That don't apply here. So you gonna buy one, get one free. You gonna buy the young girl, okay? But you gonna get the old girl for free. And the devil is a liar. They don't work like that, okay? That's a promotion used on TV to hoodwink you. That don't happen in real life, but you allowing that to happen in real life. Why? I don't want to be lonely. You like them early morning texts, them late night texts, them afternoon texts. Hold up a minute. Let me see who that is. Oh, hey, that's so. That ain't nothing. He can go to the bathroom with the young woman and text you some little emoji thing, okay? Because he know that the young woman gonna dip out on him, straight up. He gonna listen. They gonna do some little laying up, ain't gonna take her long to do what they gotta do, and she gonna find a reason to slip on out of there. Why, if you know that that is the game, why are you being a pawn in that game? That is a game I don't want to play. I'm not going to play that game with you. I'm not interested in that game. You deserve to be treated like you the only one, to be courted, as we used to say. And that is to be taken out to dinner, to for someone financially to help us. But here's a situation so beautiful, and you're right. We need to start having this conversation. We avoid it, but it's not going anywhere. Listen, if you don't ask now, you're going to pay later. You know what I'm saying? If you don't find out, it's preventative. Tomorrow, next week, I got to go get my mammogram. It's preventative. It is preventative. And if you are taking tests, medical tests, to see how your body is going on, we all take them. Shouldn't you do that in your relationships? So that at least you're doing it enough that any growth or anything that it's manageable. Why would you just wait to see if it's going to happen? Pat said, we need, ladies, we deserve to be treated like the prize. The only difference between you being 62 and 26 is your age. That's it. But what you deserve at 26, you deserve at 62. That is to be respected, to for a man to want to be with you. And like I said, if I don't think that it is unreasonable, if I am going to cook and you're going to come over and you're going to use my heat, my electricity, and eat my food, that you can't say, well, look, let me at least pay XYZ bills here, because the relationship is being conducted here. And as a result, hell, if you had to go get a room, what is that, about $150 a night, $100 a night? If you had to go get a room, you gonna pay. Okay? Thad Miles said there's a lot of queens okay with just being on the team, just saying. And he's right. I know a lot of personal friends who are professional women. And they say, all I want to do is be able to get me a slice. I don't care about the rest of the pie. I just want a slice. Why? Because inevitably, when you settle for less, the pain is not, it doesn't, when that person breaks your heart, it doesn't make you feel any better. You could like to say, well, I knew that I was on rotation. But if that person who has you on rotation decides that they don't want to see you, the pain is just as real as if you were having a committed relationship. Like you said, fair exchange ain't robbery. That's the truth. But you're going to have to do something financially, because the relationship is being conducted here. Macy O'Green, sister, you're right. If a man is going to be with you, he should help you. I want to help my girlfriend save for a house by giving her $5,000. Exactly. If you're providing food, if you're providing electricity, heat, how much would that be if that person had to purchase that? Think about it. They coming over, using up your heat, your electricity, watching the game, eating good, having sex with you. We ain't even talking about that. And then all of a sudden, what they're going to do, they're going to say, oh, they can't contribute. And if you feel, well, if I were to ask them, I'm a whore. You a fool if you don't. Let me tell you something, ladies. We've been called a lot of things in our life. But I tell you one damn thing, I ain't going to be nobody fool. And here you are going out spending $100 and $200 for grocery. Okay, bacon $5. I went and got some hamburger yesterday, $5 for a little bitty bag. So it's conceivable that if you're cooking for two people, okay, you're going to spend at least $150 or $200, at least probably for at least a week, okay? That person, so that means that you might spend $400, $500 a month, and that person is eating well. Y'all probably buying organic, okay, running the water all day. And you mean to tell me that you can't say, because the relationship is primarily being conducted here, that you should help me with bills? Because let's be honest, most older men want to come to an older woman's house. They don't want you to come there for whatever reason. Maybe they don't keep it up like they should. Maybe they got other women that's probably more on point. They want to conduct the relationship at your home. Okay. I'm not saying that you got to pay $3,000 a month. I'm not saying that. But you at least ought to say, well, you know what? I'll get all of the grocery and I'm going to pay the electric bill and the light bill. But you have, Amber Kilpatrick said, women better speak up for what they want and deserve. And that is not unreasonable. Does that get you a key? No, it does not. No, it does not. You want a key, you better pay a mortgage. Baby, let me tell you something. You want a key, you better pay the mortgage in full. Okay? You better be paying it every month. No, that does not entitle you to a key. That entitles you to visitation, not to no key. Not to the key to the kingdom, baby. No, no, no. And all you gonna do is just nothing but have some sex. Listen, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, that's a child game. I'm not interested in that. I'm a full-grown woman. And as a full-grown woman, there's certain expectations that I have for myself. And you have them for you as well. I'm not saying because I'm a retired judge, lawyer. I'm saying because I am a 58-year-old woman who has had a lot of life experiences, and I will be damned if I allow a man to sponge off of me because I don't want to be alone. I'm not going to do that. That has nothing to do with what I do for a living. It has to do with a level of respect. Remember, if a man values you, he don't mind taking care of you. But if a man don't value you, he won't spend a cent on you. As my uncle used to say, if a woman don't cost you something, she ain't worth nothing. That's how men think. And y'all, oh, I got that. Oh, I got that. And go ahead, boss. Now, if I'm gonna have something done, I'm gonna pay for it because I don't want to be bothered with you. Because you're gonna do some little twos and fews. Like a little, maybe somebody come over and they trying to do something for free. Can I come back over? Can I call you? No, you cannot. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not interested in that. So if he can lay up, he can pay up. That's what So Beautiful said. All this just for him to be out cheating on us all the while. Listen, here's a situation, So Beautiful. And let's be 100. Many men who are not married, you're going to be on rotation. That is the reality of it. But damn, you ought to get something out of it. If he's going to be with you 3 or 4 days a week, shouldn't that man be responsible for something? I mean, think about that. If you went to an Airbnb for 3 days a week, you going to pay? Not only are you getting the use of my home, you are eating with me. We are spending quality time together. And I'm a single woman. You should want to do that. You shouldn't want to just say, I'm just going to lay up and she got money, so it's free. Wilbur Miller says, no one deserves nothing. You work for what you want and need. Women and men should both share financial matters evenly, not one giving while the other one takes. Absolutely. But so many times we will see men who know that older women will keep their house clean. We're going to keep our house clean. We're going to cook and we're going to maintain our home and our bodies. That we're going to do that. We're going to get our nails done. We're going to make sure we take care of ourselves. If that man decides that he wants to be a man, the leader, and he wants to be in a relationship, is it unreasonable for that person who is able to get breakfast, potentially lunch, maybe even dinner, to be able to say, I want to be able to help you in your home out financially because I see you doing everything and I want to be able to be here with you because I'm sharing your body and I want to share the other things in your life, the other finances and the other things that you have in your life. Is that unreasonable? But for somebody just to sit up there and say that all they want to do, I don't know what's wrong with that earring. I said, what they want to do is just lay up. Oh, goodness, I just broke it. Okay. Well, I won't be wearing that for a minute. Take both of them off there. For a man to sit up there and say, well, all I want to do is be with you financial. I mean, to not be responsible for any bills or anything is ridiculous. Who want to do that? Don't nobody want to do that. That's not unfair. Right now, I'm a disabled Army vet, 39 and retired, and have women soon as you know I'm retiring ask me to holler at them. How you gonna need income? I earn this check. Exactly. They're gonna wait until you get your check, and then what they gonna do? Can I get a couple dollars? My rent due. And let me tell you something. Young women love to have a good excuse when it comes at the beginning of the month. Oh, my hot water tank broke. Oh, this or that. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about me, baby. I am on the budget plan, okay, with my utility company. And what do that mean? I'm gonna tell you what that means. If something go wrong with something, they fix it. Baby, you better get on that budget plan yourself for $50 a month. You can't always expect men to rescue you. But like Wilbur said, here he is, the minute that he get his check, they got some problems. They need some help. A lot of women are naive, Judge. They just want a man, so a lot of women will just settle, and that's sad. Absolutely. You know why, Amber? Because they have not learned to love themselves. When you love yourself, you're not going to tolerate certain things that you once did because you believe that you deserve more. There is no way I am going to have a man coming in and out of my house at all types of the night. I don't know where you are. I'm upset. I'm not going to have that. I love me too much. I love me too much to be worrying about what a man out here doing. I just can't do that. So beautiful. And then some women be having the man's paycheck date remembered and waiting to ask. And every time that it's a big something that they need. Oh, my hot water tank went out. Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. Baby, let me tell you something. Let's keep it 100%, okay? And call us, call a spade, call it as it is. Women, and guess what happens? You ready, so beautiful? They give it to them. But you, Miss Nicey Nicey over here, okay? Miss Nicey Nicey, I got Miss Independent Woman. Guess what? You won't ask nobody for nothing. But at least she getting something. You're not getting nothing. And you know what the men will say? But you never ask because we didn't have a conversation. Well, I'm just glad that he liked me. So because he liked me like that, and I'm glad that he liked me like that, I'm not going to ask for nothing else because then that's going to turn him off. And then he not going to want to be with me no more. So I ain't going to ask. I'm just going to be quiet. Zip my lip. Huh? And you out here struggling to get a meal? Thad says, I met several women that say they don't need anything from a man. I can handle my own. Well, queen, do you? Closed mouth don't get fed. Empty hands don't count bread. Don't nobody want. Hey, if you independent, go at it, baby. Do you? All right. But let me tell you something. Keisha and them who know that they messing with an older band, they're gonna make sure they get some of that money. Yes, Macy O'Green says, yes, I know the game. They got their hands out all the time, but the guys that they really like don't have nothing to pay. Baby. And you know what only thing that them young boys giving. When you got a young woman dating an older man, that young boy know what time it is. Oh, you out with sugar daddy. Get that money, baby. Call me when you're done. Okay? Call me when you finish up. I'll be here. I got a surprise for you. And all they got them for some sex. And that woman can't wait to get rid of them. Can't wait. Here's somebody being nice to you fine dining. Let me tell you, I was at a concert and a guy took this lady out. It was very nice concert, very nice seats. All the time, she there, her man, other man, texting her. He all in the bathroom with some sexy photos, look like. I couldn't really tell. And she texting him back. And you out here with somebody who sacrificed to take you to dinner, maybe even to take you to the show, maybe even took you to dinner. But you can't wait to get back with them because you playing that guy. You playing it. And the young dude playing her because he gonna see her after the date and get some of that money. Because this is a well younger man, and this is a woman my age, and he looked like he might have been 30. Okay, this a game, and she thinking, "Oh, I'm the prize because I got the older guy. He taking me out with the nice seats, but then my young dude, he all blowing me up." And it's nothing but a conquer game. Okay, it's a shell game. You take from him, you gonna give from the nice man, you gonna give to the young man. That's all. It ain't nothing but the shell game, baby. But you thinking you doing something. And who you really playing? Yourself. Because you playing yourself out of an opportunity to have a committed relationship. And she don't even realize that. Ain't that right, Lance? Because here's the situation. Y'all looking at, oh, he don't make me feel good. I want me a slim body. I want me somebody that can put it down. I want, baby, come on. Life is more than sex. Don't you want somebody who thinks enough to take you to a concert that you like, to take you to dinner, to make you dinner, to do something very nice for you? But no, you want to get played because that's what you used to. See, if I get played in a relationship and I get mistreated, that's what I'm expecting because I don't believe I'm worthy of more. See, when women begin settling for relationships that they get dogged financially or, emotionally, that's basically you saying, I don't deserve better. I want better, but I don't deserve better. And how do you know? Let me tell you what they'll do. They will do everything in their power to sabotage their relationship. Oh, he said he was going to be over here at 3:30. He came in at 3:40. You will do everything in your power to sabotage it because you don't believe that you are worthy to be loved. So you will sabotage it. But you'll say, I want somebody to love me and treat me right. But the minute that you get a good guy, you run them away because you've been dogged all your life. And that's what you think you deserve because that's all you gotten. And so when a man comes up and he's trying to be polite and take you places and really be into you, he be too clingy. He always be wanting to be asking me where I been and everything. But when Ray Ray cut his phone off or send you to the voicemail, you ain't got no problem with that. You gotta stop both saying things that you don't believe because you're selling yourself so short. There are so many good men out here, but here's the situation. He not sexy. Don't nobody want no man with a little dirt under their nails or they got them a fat belly or he the custodian. I don't want to be bothered with him. He a mechanic. I don't want to be bothered with him. He work at the gas station. I don't want to be bothered with him. What difference does it make? You don't go to bed with uh, a career. You go to bed with a man. You share a relationship with a man. It doesn't make a difference where that man works or what he does. The issue is, does he treat you right? But you have been so used to being dogged that for somebody to be, um, to want to do nice things for you, he too clingy. He get on my nerves. He always want to know what I'm doing. You will find every excuse in the book to not be with somebody who want to honor you and love you because you don't think you deserve it. And it continue until you do. And you will continue letting men come over, you prepare a feast for them, come over, eat your food, lay up, take plates, don't give you nothing but some sex, because that's all you think you deserve. And then when you get a good guy, you mistreat him because you have never been treated with the respect that you deserve. And that's so unfortunate. And ladies, what you got to do, stop looking at these men's career. Oh, he work at fast food. He do, so what? You don't go to bed with a career. You go to bed with a man. You share a life with a man. And when you have a man who is grounded, a man who wants to provide for you, whether it's, I'm not talking about something elaborate. I'm just saying something that he wants to be able to help you with your life, or be able to assist you, and your kids on a ziggity boom, and he want to help you and be supportive of you. You deserve that, but you will not give yourself a chance to do that because you've been dogged all your life. And that is so sad. And men the same way. No one is perfect. Women my age want men from television for lovers, yet want to be loved and taken care of like how a working class man would. How can you do that? Oh, you can't get my stiletto nails done? Do you know that those nails are $100? Oh, well, Drake said you got to drop 10,000 on me. Baby, who dropping 10,000 on you? Okay? But you're basing your reality on fiction. Fiction is something that's not real. And so as a result, when you see the women on social media with the stiletto nails, and this is for white women as well as black women, with the long weave, those weaves can cost up to $1,000, the really nice one. Who can afford that? No one can do that. And so what you do is you continue to trick yourself out with people who don't want and don't have the time to give you a committed relationship, but they can give you a couple of dollars. They living life like they in love and hip hop. Okay? Okay, nobody got time for that. But then they wonder why I can't get a good man, because the reality of their reality is based on fiction. It's based on social media. Who has the ability potentially to pay $100 for nails, to pay $600 to get your weave done, to take you fine dining, okay, to put gas in your car? That's $1,000, $1,500 a month. A working class man can't afford that. But he can give you love. He can give you support. He can commit. He can say, well, baby, these will be my bills. But let me tell you something, ladies. If all that man is able to do potentially is pay the light, some gas, and a water bill, and help you with food, he doing a lot. Because guess what? You had all of that yourself. But stop being so hard on men and wanting the world from these men, when the reality is that, men who are able to do that are only tricking these women for a minute. You look up, they was a different woman. I think in 1 year, I've seen Drake with 4 or 5 different women. Okay, fine. So he give you a bag, but he's not gonna want to be with you. And if that's all you want, what is that? That's so shallow. Want a man who is willing to pour into you, to build with you, so that you all can have something together. It ain't always about securing a bag. I'm 52, and at this Bryant James says, I'm 52. At this totally describes my generation X folks, still playing hip hop games. Nobody want to grow up. Come on. You 52 and you going to the club. Just meet us where we are. I may not have all the money, but I have the qualities and good intentions. Let me say this to you. I see many of the people that live in my neighborhood. You can tell that they probably been married, 25 or 30 years. And they sacrifice together. They do the lawn together. They cook together. They do things as a team. When you have a teammate, whether that person is able to give 50%, maybe all they can give is 30. But if it's a consistent 30, that's something to build with. But these women wanted a man who had greater qualities that they would develop. And in time, they did. Their houses are paid off. They got two car families. Their children have gone to college. They have done well. Why? Because they got a man that was grounded, a man that wanted to do and help out. Let me tell you something, ladies, and I'm going to leave you with this. If a man love you, a man will hustle for you. Okay? They'll get a second or third job to make you happy. But they're not going to do that to keep you. They're not going to do that off rip. But if a man love you, that man will say, baby, you want a house? We're going to get us a house. That man will get a second job. That man will get a second or a third job. Say, baby, we're going to get this house together and get you a house. He may not get you a bag, but he'll get you a house because that's a real man. And men will do that. But y'all are looking over real men. Because he fat, he got, he don't, he look at him. Look how he dressed. He don't even got no Gucci's or no Ferragamos. The first thing I do, I look at the man from his shoes up. Girl, for what? You look, that don't matter. You might be you overlooking good men that got good jobs. But maybe they're not into fashion. But guess what? They got a 750 credit score. But you overlooking that. Because he don't dress like that. He don't got the Gucci, the Ferragamo, the Louis. And baby, every man I know like that, let me tell you what they tell me. They say I got two pockets. I keep all the big money in the front pocket. And for my young girls, for my old girls, I keep it in my back pocket or my jacket. Huh? You going to play the old girl, but you're going to trick with the young girl. Well, that's the name of the game. But they're only going to trick for a season. And then they're going to get tired because that young girl is only there to provide sex, nothing more. You know what I'm saying? They want the companionship for you, but they don't want to pay for nothing. The hell with them. Like I said, that buy one, get one free, that don't work in real life, okay? So I'm going to buy for the young girl and throw in the old girl. The devil is a liar. But ladies, we need to start reconsidering our criterion and what is important to us. You do not go to bed with a career. So get that out your mind. If a man is a good man, like many of the men that are on here, Wilbur Miller, Lance Bryant, James, as well as others who may say Thaddeus Miles, that may say, listen, I don't got all that money. I'm not living Maceo Green. I'm not living like they doing on Love and Hip Hop, laying on silk sheets. I ain't doing all of that. But I'm a good man. And I am a grounded man. And I am willing to come into your world and be the man to you that you deserve. And if you love on that man right, you treat that man right, that man will exhaust his health to make sure you get a job. I make sure you get a house. That man will do it. Why? Because when a man love a woman, ain't nothing he won't do for her. Nothing. But in order to get that from a man, you have to be able to get the right kind of man. If all a man doing is tricking out and buying champagne and, going fine dining, he's not on a house. Hell no, I'll get you a purse, $200, $1,000 here or there. Oh, a house? Hell no. Aren't you worth more than that? Baby, let me tell you something. If you're going to go for it, you better go for the big stuff. Okay? You right. Maceo Green said, you right, because that's what I'm doing. I'm working 2 jobs to get a house. 2. Because he loved that woman. Terry, the Notary Public. Good evening, Judge. Good evening. You understand? But see, y'all looking at it wrong. You know what I'm saying? I want me a bag. I want some diamonds. And you better be trying to get somebody to say, baby, I'm gonna get my woman a house. I want us to be homeowners. I've seen people take a house, a shell of a house, and I've seen that man go on YouTube. I look up, they got some beautiful light fixtures. I'm like, wow, honey, my man learned how to do that. These men go on YouTube, figure out how to put down flooring. You look up, there's a house around the corner from me. That house was probably 2,000 square feet. It's all of 5,000 now. I see that man over there with his friends. They over there building additions, laying out that stuff. Because see, that YouTube, you do anything now. Baby, that house is so late. It's fabulous. That house probably is increased $300,000. And all summer, that man getting stuff from Home Depot, building his wife a palace. And a man will do that. But you got to be able to pick the right man that's willing to do that for you. Okay? Well, listen, we've had our talk. So I want you to think about that, ladies, and your criterion and you dating now. Stop overlooking good men because of where they're employed or what you think their potential may be. Like Maceo Green said, hey, I'm working 2 jobs to get his woman a house. Why? Because that's what real men do. So listen, until next week, I love you and take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.